I don't like film videos like every week anymore, so I feel like every time it's kind of weird. And I don't really know what we're doing today, but hey guys. So what I found out really recently, a day or two ago, like I was on YouTube and I was like recommended Audrey Coyne, I'm pretty sure. I think I was recommended a video that she made really recently about how she got styled by 4 different like YouTube body type experts, I guess, or like style experts. And then they were talking about like body type methods or styling methods that I've never heard before. One of them being like the kibbe body types. It's something having to do with yin and yang and like the different levels of those like within your face and your body and like your being, I guess. Kind of interesting, and I want to see like what it is, because I kind of feel like I am what she is too. I mean, I barely know anything about it. That's kind of why I wanted to like make this video and like just research about it more, I guess. I feel like all the normal like traditional body type styling methods are just, you know, about like, oh, which one are you, and then how can you get it to the classic or like most attractive like hourglass figure. But in this case, it's like, how can you enhance like your natural beauty? But yeah, if you want to watch those videos, you can also find them. So in that video from 2 years ago, she has a link to a quiz, and I thought like, why don't I just do this quiz, you know? Let me figure out if I can do a screen recording. It'd be so funny if I wasn't like recording at all this entire time, just talking to myself. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Guess I'll have to figure out, is there another one? Okay. Bone structure, body flesh, and facial features. It's very like in-depth, I feel like. Test answers are divided into yin and yang families. You will find that answers A and B are yang dominant, while answers D and E are yin dominant. This means the former are sharper, more angular looking, and the latter are softer, more round looking. How long is your vertical line? So if you have a small head in comparison to your body, then you look taller. I don't know. I have a big head. I don't know really, because I feel like I've never had to think about this. Because I've always just been like called tall. That could just be because of my height, not necessarily like how I look. Like within, as in this like description, I guess. But basically, if we're looking at these 2 pictures, I think I do look more like Katy Perry, because like I feel like my neck and my head are very long, so in comparison to the rest of my body, I do kind of look not super tall, you know? I don't know if I should go smallish or just do moderate. Yeah, I mean, that's basically how I look. Okay, what shape are your shoulders? Broad? I'm definitely either one of these 2. How long are your arms and legs, and what shape are they? Again, this question's not exactly about how... Yeah, I would say, I'm just gonna go with D, because I don't think it's like very different, so I wouldn't go with E. What are the size and shape of your hands and feet? What? Okay, my hands and feet can be best described as long or narrow. The way they are shaped though is long and narrow. Both palms and fingertips are long. How are they? I'm pretty sure I have like long, I don't know. But are they narrow? I don't think they're narrow. I'm just gonna be staring at my palms like for the rest of... Okay, I'm just gonna go with A. I don't know. What shape is my nose? Sharp? No. Delicate? Rounded? My face is very soft. What shape are your eyes? Rounded or upturned, slightly close together? I need to take a picture of myself. My eyes are pretty round, aren't they? Man, I'm not even looking at the camera. I just feel like with my eyes you can see a lot of the whites. So I'm just gonna go with E. Well, all of them I'm going with E for the face. What shape are my lips? Full? Test results. Mostly A answers dramatic. What did I get? Mostly, I got 4 Ds, 2 Bs, 4 As, 1 C, and 4 Es. I got a mixture of opposite answers A, B, and D, E. Then you're a gamine. The body type is a combination of yin and yang features. You can't really say whether your overall bone structure, body flesh, and facial features are yin or yang. I literally have one more extra. Does that mean I'm a soft gamine? So I don't know if this I don't know if this is really gonna work for me. I could just look at all the different, like the 3 types of gamines and kind of take style advice from all of them, because I mean they kind of give like, here I'll record, 1 second. They kind of give descriptions of what that person might look like, and I feel like I'm like parts of all of them, but there's not one that like fits me necessarily. My answers don't follow it because technically it's like, oh, so it's slightly more AB, but technically I have more DE, and by more I mean just one. But when I read it, this makes sense. Excess weight usually collects from the waist down, rarely above, which is true. Tendency toward a leggy look, which isn't really true because I have like shorter legs. So basically if you're a flamboyant gamine, that means you have the combination of yin and yang, but with slightly more yang. Focusing on creating strict geometric silhouette with straight lines, clear edges, and sharp corners. This component of your look accommodates your yang side. Your yin should be reflected in the details. Your best shapes are asymmetric and irregular, short and wide geometrics with sharp or soft edges, chunky, boxy shapes keep the overall outline boxy. Interesting. I'm trying to think like if I agree with that, because like I feel like she did say like you might find that you already naturally like tend towards some of the things. For soft gamine, which is the one I feel like I should be because that's how I answered, the facial part is the part that I agree with. Your silhouette should be fitted, feminine, and small. Waist emphasis is also key. It's so interesting how different they are, even though they're within the gamine section. Make sure your outline is sharply tapered and fitted, especially at the waist, collar, and cuff. Detail should always be lively, energetic. I mean, if I just take it all as a whole, like you could probably wear stuff that looks more yin and play into that side, or you could wear stuff that is more yang. So I like the concept of the soft gamine a little bit better because I feel like that's what I already do, is I try to like definitely waist emphasizing. I guess it's kind of reassuring to know that I was kind of on the right track. I guess so basically after like taking that quiz, I watched a few more videos from, I think her name's Franny. She was mentioned in the original video that I watched, and she does a lot of like style tips on like how to style yourself if you're a gamine, because she's a gamine. Like blocking, you can wear like a different color or a different like shade or texture on top, and then the opposite on the bottom, because those contrasting elements are within like your body structure and your face. And I feel like it makes sense just personality wise too. Like I have a lot of everything, I guess. So overall, it's kind of cool to see that there's something like that out there, because it makes you think about yourself and like how your personality and your like body are connected, I guess. And knowing that there's sort of like a correlation with everything, it's kind of cool. On the train of thought of color blocking, and then also since like I might be a soft gamine, like accentuating my waist, since that's like one of the parts that stand out, I guess, along like my like straight figure kind of, I decided to finally make a corset belt. What I wanted to try first, since I already had her pattern printed out from like a long time ago, I just wanted to like see if I could just cut it in half basically and just not make the bust portion, because then it would just be like the underbust, right? So I used some of like my leftover fabric, like a light pink one from my like pink dress that I made a while ago now, which is crazy to think, and some of the like maroon fabric that I used for my like friend's gift. And I basically just stitched the same exact way, like stitched both like colors of fabric to itself, I guess, and then sewed both of them together, like right side to right side, and like turned it inside out. I also just decided to like top stitch everything too, because I kind of wanted it to be crisp And since I'm not putting like actual boning, I just wanted it to have a little bit more structure. I was like debating whether or not to just top stitch each like line among like each of these like lines, but it's not super like symmetrical, so that wouldn't really work. Yeah, we could just pretend it's symmetrical. And then I needed to go to Joann's today to get like some sort of like ribbon or like cord to like, you know, cinch it up and everything. So while I was there, I just got more grommets. So I added 3 to each side. I honestly really hate like hammering in grommets just because it's like so loud, and like I live in an apartment, so I feel bad hammering something like on the ground. But honestly, like I feel like this thing, it doesn't really work. I did it. I did 6 in total, and basically all I have to do is just use the cord and I'll be done with this project really. But the only thing is that definitely this I would consider more of like a corset belt, if that's even a thing. Basically it just like looks more like a thick belt. And so I'm wondering if I should also make something that's more of like a longer underbust like corset, which is like more of, because usually it would just be like, you know, a little bit more lengthy. But yeah, I'll show you when I try it on. I got 2 different like cords, I guess, and I'm probably gonna go like, this is like more of like a thin leather cord, but I'm probably gonna go with this. Yeah, it's more of like this like tan braided cord. I would say it goes good with both sides, you know, both colors. So probably use that. And yeah, and I just feel like this was actually really easy to make. Expect another video maybe. I'll show you how this looks on actually. I'll need to thread the cord. I don't really know if this video has much substance. I feel like weird about it. Just like, what am I doing? Because I do feel like, you know, most people would like, if they do like a style, finding your style video or whatever, or like doing a quiz, then they would like afterwards make like outfits and stuff, or like buy clothing and do like a haul. I don't let myself just buy a bunch of clothes on a whim anymore, so it's definitely gonna be something that I look into and figure out what to get over time. I'm still also going to be thinking about color. I still have to think about that because I'm pretty sure I should stay away from like the orange and yellows that I was into like last year, because I don't know if that really goes with my skin tone, I've realized over the past however long. So I might just go back to like my roots of blues and now greens. I'm like debating whether to bring black and white back into my style because my hair is dark now. I feel like this would be enough. I'm just gonna like guess this is gonna be enough. Actually, this is really hard. What do I do about this? Look how like fast it's like fraying. So I guess with what they did with the other end, they just like put tape on it, I think. I just might do that. Okay, I did that. A little bit less noticeable. I don't know, I guess you would have to use like, you could dip it in glue or something like that. But anyway, I think I have to like lace it up while it's on me. But yeah, so I changed back into the dress that I was wearing yesterday because I feel like it is more of what my thought is, I guess. Okay, like this, I guess. So it'll just like kind of sit at your waist, but because of this I've noticed, this also creates the illusion of like defined waist, and then it kind of like tapers out. But I feel like these colors go a little bit better together, and plus this top portion is a little bit flowy, so it kind of like is nice to have like flowy and then something that really defines and then more flowiness, because the other dress is more like flat, like streamlined on top. This dress doesn't really work with this belt because it's more of like an open back, so it does kind of, but also you could wear this in the front too, I realized, if you wanted to just look more like a belt, like that. I guess I could show you the other side, but it's just like kind of a lot of work. I'll just talk while I'm doing this. I think this is gonna be the end of this video because not much else to do. Let me know if you've ever heard of this style thing and if it was interesting. Yeah, but if you like this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe if you're new. If you're subscribing today, welcome to my random fashion kind of sewing adventure videos. The pink fabric is definitely a lot shinier. Don't know if it will go with as many things, but I don't know. It's kind of a little bit more like flirty, I guess. I don't know if that's... Let me check in the mirror actually. It might look cute, I feel like, with a sweater. Like with my sweater, this sweater, either way. Probably, I mean, the maroon one is probably gonna be the most wearable one, I feel like. Because the pink is sort of like a little bit more of a statement in like a different way, but like just cinching this up, yeah, I feel like it's gonna be really nice to like cinch up baggy things, but still keep the texture of like flowy bagginess, but also highlight that part. Yeah, so I guess that is it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for being here. Bye.